Good evening. Tonight, we bring you a story that is quietly reshaping the world as we know it. A crisis that touches every corner of the globe and every item on your shopping list. Imagine walking into your local supermarket and finding empty shelves where your favorite products used to be. This isn't just a local inconvenience, it's a symptom of a much larger problem, one that affects everything you buy or consume, from fresh produce to electronics. At the heart of this crisis is the Panama Canal, a marvel of engineering and a vital artery for global trade. For over a century, it has connected the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, allowing ships to move goods quickly and efficiently between continents. But now, this crucial waterway faces an unprecedented challenge. What's happening isn't just a temporary glitch or a minor delay. It's a slow-motion catastrophe, unfolding day by day, with consequences that ripple across the globe. Ships are stuck, waiting for weeks, and the world's supply chains are starting to buckle under the strain. The canal, once a symbol of human ambition and ingenuity, is now struggling to function as it should. A historic drought has gripped the region, causing water levels to plummet to record lows. Without enough water, the canal's locks can't operate at full capacity, and fewer ships can pass through each day. The result? A massive maritime traffic jam. Dozens of ships are forced to wait in long queues, sometimes for weeks, just to get a chance to cross. The delays are costing shipping companies millions and driving up prices for consumers everywhere. The canal's water supply is vanishing, threatening not just the flow of goods, but the very stability of the global supply chain. Ports are backed up, containers are delayed, and businesses are scrambling to find alternative routes. The US government is watching the situation with growing concern. The reliability of the Panama Canal is now in question, and policymakers are urgently discussing how to respond to this emerging threat. The impact is far-reaching. American farmers can't get their crops to market. Manufacturers are facing shortages of critical parts. Workers in ports and warehouses are left idle as shipments stall. The effects are being felt from rural fields to bustling cities. In this special report, we'll break down what's happening in the Panama Canal, why it matters to you, and what steps can be taken to avert a full-blown crisis. We'll hear from experts, government officials, and those on the front lines of global trade. The turmoil in the Panama Canal is more than just a regional issue. It's a critical test for our interconnected world. The way we respond will shape the future of global commerce and the stability of economies everywhere. The story of the canal is, in many ways, the story of our global economy, an economy now facing one of its most significant challenges in decades. The stakes could not be higher. Stay with us as we delve deeper into this unfolding crisis, uncovering the causes, the consequences, and the urgent search for solutions. The world is watching, and so are we. To grasp today's crisis, we must revisit the canal's remarkable history. The US turned the dream of connecting oceans into reality in the early 20th century. The canal's construction was a monumental effort, reshaping global trade. Its lock system, reliant on fresh water, revolutionized shipping routes. In 1999, Panama assumed control, marking a moment of national pride. A 2016 expansion allowed larger ships, betting on the canal's future. However, climate-driven challenges now threaten its success. The system built to conquer nature is now at its mercy. The Panama Canal, a vital artery of global trade, now faces an unprecedented crisis. The root of this emergency is a severe drought, the likes of which the region has rarely seen in modern times. This drought is closely linked to the El Niño weather phenomenon, which has intensified since 2023. Scientists warn that climate change is amplifying these weather patterns, making extreme events more frequent and severe in Panama and beyond. At the heart of the crisis is Gatun Lake, the canal's main reservoir and lifeblood. Its water levels have plummeted to historic lows, threatening the very operation of the canal and the livelihoods of those who depend on it. In response, the Panama Canal Authority, or ACP, has been forced to impose drastic restrictions on canal operations, a move not seen in decades. The number of daily transits has been sharply reduced, leading to a massive backlog of ships waiting to cross. The once smooth flow of global commerce has slowed to a crawl. To manage the chaos, an auction system for transit slots has emerged. This system often favors the largest and wealthiest shipping companies, leaving smaller players at a disadvantage and driving up costs for everyone. Shipping executives are sounding the alarm, warning of crippling uncertainty, unpredictable delays, and skyrocketing expenses. Many fear that if the situation continues, it could reshape global shipping patterns for years to come. The canal, once celebrated as a marvel of human engineering and ingenuity, now resembles a high-stakes auction house where access is determined by who can pay the most. The result is a vicious cycle. Ships wait for weeks, sometimes more than 3, just to secure passage, further straining supply chains and increasing costs for businesses and consumers worldwide. In a bid to safeguard the canal's future, the ACP has introduced urgent water conservation measures, hoping to stretch dwindling supplies and ensure the canal's long-term operation. For Panama, the canal is more than just a waterway. It's a matter of national security and economic survival. Its challenges reverberate through every sector of the country. The global economic impact is immense. As the canal slows, shipping routes are disrupted, delivery times lengthen, and costs rise, affecting industries and consumers around the world. With the drought showing no signs of abating, the future of the Panama Canal and the global trade it supports hangs in the balance, leaving the world to wonder what comes next. The Panama Canal crisis reveals staggering statistics. Normally, the canal handles 14,000 transits annually, carrying over 500 million tons of cargo. With daily transits capped at 18, it's operating at less than half capacity. The financial impact on Panama is severe, with a projected revenue shortfall. Shipping costs have skyrocketed, affecting key routes and industries. Alternatives to the canal are costly and time-consuming. The energy sector, reliant on the canal, faces significant challenges. A localized water shortage is escalating into a global economic problem. The Panama Canal crisis sends shockwaves across the globe. Rising shipping costs lead to higher consumer prices, complicating inflation control. American agriculture relies on the canal for exports, now facing bottlenecks. Manufacturing suffers as just-in-time delivery systems are disrupted. The crisis highlights the vulnerability of global supply chains. In Panama, the canal's economic slowdown sparks national debate. The crisis underscores the interconnectedness of our world. A single point of failure can have cascading effects globally. The canal's challenges are a stark reminder of climate change's impact. The world must adapt to a new reality of higher costs and longer transit times. The crisis has reached Washington's agenda. The U.S. is re-engaging with Panama, driven by economic and strategic concerns. High-level meetings assess the situation and formulate a response. The canal's stability is a matter of national security. U.S. officials offer partnership and technical assistance to Panama. Long-term solutions, like new reservoirs, are being explored. The crisis is a test of U.S. diplomatic and engineering prowess. Helping Panama is a strategic imperative for global stability. The crisis has a human face, affecting lives in Panama. Canal workers feel anxious about the future of their livelihoods. Port cities suffer economically as business declines. The crisis forces a national conversation about water usage. Tensions rise as the government faces tough choices. Seafarers endure delays, impacting their schedules and well-being. The uncertainty takes a toll on those waiting to transit. The canal's challenges are a reminder of our interconnected world. The human cost is a stark reminder of the crisis's impact. The canal's future is uncertain, affecting lives and livelihoods. Experts warn the Panama Canal crisis is a global wake-up call, urging nations to recognize the urgent need for action. This crisis is not just a regional issue, but a global one, affecting economies and trade routes worldwide. The canal, a vital artery for international shipping, is now a symbol of the vulnerabilities we face in an era of climate change. The canal's vulnerability highlights infrastructure challenges in a changing climate. As water levels drop, the canal's ability to function efficiently is compromised, leading to significant delays and economic losses. This situation serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our global infrastructure. Climate models predict more frequent extreme weather events, which could further disrupt global trade and transportation networks. Scientists emphasize the importance of preparing for these changes by investing in resilient infrastructure and sustainable practices. The crisis shifts global risk perceptions, emphasizing climate change's threat. Businesses and governments alike are reevaluating their strategies to mitigate these risks, understanding that the cost of inaction could be catastrophic. The U.S. has a strategic interest in ensuring the canal's viability. As a key player in global trade, the United States recognizes the importance of maintaining open and efficient shipping lanes. Providing support to Panama is a strategic imperative. Collaborative efforts between nations can lead to innovative solutions that enhance the canal's resilience and ensure its continued operation. The crisis underscores the need for climate-resilient infrastructure. Engineers and policymakers are working together to design and implement projects that can withstand the challenges posed by a changing climate. The cost of inaction will be far greater than the cost of a solution. Investing in sustainable infrastructure now can prevent more severe economic impacts in the future, safeguarding global trade and economic stability. The canal's challenges are a reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. Every nation has a stake in ensuring the smooth flow of goods and services, highlighting the need for global cooperation. The world must act to prevent future crises and ensure global stability. By coming together, nations can forge agreements that promote sustainable development and protect our planet for future generations. The Panama Canal crisis demands global action. The immediate priority is managing the current situation. Panama must invest in long-term water solutions with international support. The global community shares responsibility for securing the canal's future. The crisis is a warning of climate change's impact on critical infrastructure. Governments and corporations must build resilient systems. Consumers and citizens must support climate-conscious policies. The canal's challenges are a call to action for a sustainable future. The world must listen and act before more systems run dry. The canal's story is a reminder of our interconnected world and the need for action.